Hey everyone, so today I'm starting my first Asian readathon vlog, and this video is being sponsored by Skillshare, so I'll talk about them in a second. Yes, so Asian readathon. It's currently the 5th of May. If you don't know, Asian readathon is a month-long readathon hosted by Read with Cindy, and I have already posted my TBR with all the reading challenges and everything, so if you haven't watched that, I'll leave it linked. But I'm very excited. I've already made some progress with my books. So I started off the month reading these two books, so these are the books I'm currently reading. So I'm currently physically reading Blood Air, and this is a fantasy and it is amazing so far. I'm on page 83 and I started reading this when I did a live reading party with Caitlin and Jamie, and I'm always so intimidated starting fantasy because you need to learn all these new things. Like, you need to learn about the world, the characters, the magic system, all that. So it can be a bit intimidating, but I got really sucked into this like right away. The writing style is amazing, it's super intriguing, and I actually started this the day that I rewatched the bloodbending episode of Avatar, and if you don't know, this involves like blood magic, so it's just super interesting. I find that really fascinating. I really love the main character already, so I'm really hooked. I'm honestly getting the 5-star feels already. Obviously it might be a bit too soon to say that because I'm only on page 83, but like, it had such a strong start and I'm so intrigued to see where the story goes. So I'm actually hoping to finish this week. And then my audiobook is Anna by Jenny Lee, and the audiobook is really good for this so far, and I'm on page 155, so I'm also hoping to finish this week. I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this. It's a really fun story at the moment. It definitely has Gossip Girl vibes because it follows these rich privileged teens living in the Upper East Side, but Anna Kay, the main character, is half Korean, which I didn't know, so I was excited to hear that. And so far, like, it is a fun story, but there also are some good discussions on race and stuff like that, and the characters are definitely messy and flawed, but you know, they're teenagers, so I understand that. So yeah, I'm definitely really liking this so far, and it's really easy to just listen to the audiobook and just get lost in it and read a lot at once. So I definitely do think I'll finish this week. But the book that I'm actually going to pick up tonight is Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to read this because Callan and I actually started watching the anime, and I didn't realize the anime was so short. It's literally like 12 episodes or something, but we're halfway through and I'm obsessed. Literally obsessed. It is everything. I love the characters. I love, you know, it involves ghouls and they're like sort of like vampires because they need to feed on human blood to survive. Oh, it's so good. Also the main character is obsessed with reading, so love that, and it's honestly starting to become like a new all-time favorite show, so I'm obsessed and I need to start reading the manga. So yeah, I have volume 1, so I definitely like need to read this. I've been dying to read it ever since we started watching anime, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna read this in one sitting tonight. But yeah, before I start reading and everything, I want to talk about the sponsor of the video, Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online community offering thousands of inspiring classes for curious and creative people on topics including illustration, photography, business, and so much more. So they really do have a class for like any topic, so it's great if you want to learn a new skill or enhance an existing skill, because there really are classes for every skill level, and their classes include a combination of video lessons and a class project. Most classes are also under 60 minutes, so it's really easy to fit into your schedule, and I've taken quite a few Skillshare classes. Absolutely love them. So obviously a lot of people are home at the moment, so now could be a really great time for you to explore your creativity through a class. I'm used to being home a lot, so actually my life hasn't changed too much, but my sister Penny isn't always at home, but now of course she has to be at home all the time, so she actually started getting into art and she absolutely loves it now. So I definitely encourage you to explore your creativity and maybe try and learn a new skill, and of course Skillshare is the perfect place to do that. So my sister uses Procreate and I also use Procreate for my illustrations, and a really great class I recommend to learn the basics about Procreate is Digital Illustration Learn to Use Procreate by Jerome Vigel. Skillshare is also super affordable, being $10 a month with an annual subscription. So the first 1,000 people who click the link in my description will get 2 free months of the premium membership, and the premium membership gives you unlimited access to all of their classes, so definitely click the link if you're interested. And yeah, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. It's truly so helpful, and now I'm going to read. So yeah, I can't wait, and I'm just so happy that, you know, it's nice cold weather finally. It's really starting to get chilly and I'm loving it. I just truly thrive in the cold weather. Summer is not for me. So, you know, I am just so cozy right now. I've even got my fluffy socks on. And yeah, so reading in cold weather is the best, and I am gonna have the best time reading this. I'm so excited to see if there's like any differences in the manga and the anime. And also, this is just like a random thing, but I just love the size. This is like the perfect size of manga for me. I just love this size. I don't know, it's just these things that make me so happy. I just really appreciate the make of a book. And this one is amazing. Like, it's just the perfect size, and like when you open it, just the perfect floppiness. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna read that, and then hopefully after I will be able to read some of Blood Air. But when Callan comes home, you know, we're gonna be continuing our Tokyo Ghoul watch. So let's see how much reading I get done. Okay, so I'm like just over halfway through, and look at this page. It's so random. It's like cut at the top, but it looks like it's purposefully cut. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's like 2 pages stuck together. Like, what is that? Okay, so I finished Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. I loved it. It was definitely really similar to the anime. This obviously just had more in it, so I really appreciated that. I can't wait to continue reading the manga and watching the anime. I'm really like tempted to buy the box set because I definitely want all the volumes. I feel like this is going to be one of my new obsessions. Well, it already is, because I'm just like so obsessed with the anime and just the story. I love the main character so much. He's a shy, soft boy who loves reading. Oh, I just love him. And he has a really funny best friend too. There's also this amazing side character, Talker, who is just such a badass. She's amazing. Yeah, this is such a good series so far. So now I'm just going to update my reading journal. This is my first book I've read this month. And then hopefully I can read more of Blood Air tonight. And I'm definitely going to watch some more episodes of the anime. Okay, so it is Thursday afternoon. I've made some progress with the 2 books that I'm reading. So with Anna K, I'm actually on page 309. So I only have like this little bit left. So I'm definitely going to finish this week. And I'm really enjoying it. It definitely took a turn. I think I described it as being like just like a fun, fluffy book with like a lot of drama and stuff. But it's actually dealing with some heavy topics like mental illness, addiction, and cheating, and so many things. So there definitely are a lot of trigger warnings actually. But I really liked that shift in the story. And I think it's definitely a book that a lot of people won't like, just because the characters are definitely really messy and flawed and make a lot of mistakes. But I personally really like reading characters like that because obviously it's just realistic, and I like characters making mistakes and realizing that they're mistakes and growing from those mistakes. How many more times I have to say mistakes? And I especially appreciate it when they're teenagers, because obviously when you're a teenager you make so many mistakes. So yes, I'm really enjoying this. It's probably like a 3-star read at the moment. Like I'm not like super obsessed or anything, but I'm definitely enjoying it, and the audiobook is just the way to go with this book, I think. So for Blood Air, I'm on page 100, so I definitely need to make some more progress with this if I want to finish it this week. I'm definitely going to try to read like 100 pages tonight, I think. But before I get cozy and start reading and everything, I have a package. So I have this big box right here, and I'm so excited because it's filled with the books, and I think it's my Penguin Previews books. Very excited. If you don't know, Penguin send me books like every 3 months, I think. I get to choose out of the selection. So yeah, I've chosen some books that I'm really excited about, so let's open it up. So it is a box of my Penguin Previews books. So the first book, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha. So this is written by a Korean author. I really wanted to read it after I saw Monica read it, Monica from Monica Kim, and she loves it. And she said if you really love the K-drama Hello My 20s, then you should read this. So I believe it follows like a group of girls. Yes, 4 young women struggling to survive in contemporary South Korea. So I'm so excited to read this. And yeah, look at this cover. Absolutely stunning. This is like a really nicely made book. And it has like, I think it's called the French Flaps. Oh my gosh, look how trippy that is. So yeah, I definitely want to read this, and I'm planning to read this for READATHON. I don't think I mentioned it here yet, but I'm co-hosting the READATHON this year with Monica. Monica created the READATHON last year to celebrate Korean literature and just to encourage people to read more books by Korean authors. So it's just a week of reading Korean books. So I participated last year, and she asked if I wanted to co-host this year, so of course I said yes. So I will film an announcement and TBR and everything soon. I am so excited about this. So when I saw this was an option, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. Also, I forgot to say that the READATHON is running from the 6th to the 12th of July. So if you want to mark your calendars. Then I have Gathering Dark by Candice Fox, and this is a thriller. I believe it's set in LA, and this is by Candice Fox, who is an iconic Australian thriller writer. I've yet to read one of her books, but I have a few, and I definitely do want to read them. I've heard really good things, and I actually did see her in person. I went to this event and then I saw her, and that was really cool. But anyway, so for thrillers, I don't really like to read the synopsis and stuff, but on the front it says, a killer, a thief, a crime lord, a cop, together they're a missing girl's only hope. So yes, and of course I need to comment on the floppiness of this paperback. Oh my gosh, okay, so the next book, Anna K by Jenny Lee. So this is the art copy that I have, and I really wanted to have the finished copy. Look how stunning it is. So now I have the finished copy, and I really love it. Like, this pink is so cool, and obviously Anna K looking stunning. Maybe I should recreate this actually. Maybe I could do a recreation without the fringe, because I do not look good with the fringe. But yeah, so I'm really happy to have this finished copy. Then I have Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo, and I saw really good things about this when I looked up on Goodreads. And this basically follows the story of 12 different characters on an intertwined journey of discovery. And obviously the title is Girl, Woman, Other, so that alone makes me want to read it. So yeah, I've heard this is super empowering, and it's supposed to be super inclusive, and yeah, I'm just really excited about it. And once again, an amazing floppy paperback. And the last book I have is Echo Mountain by Lauren Walk. So this is a middle grade book, and it involves a mountain, and I just love mountains, and the main character Ellie explores the mountains and mysteries, which is super intriguing, and she tries to find a cure for her father who has had a terrible accident, and she befriends these 2 characters, the outcast witch and a wild mountain boy. So it just sounds really cool. I definitely do want to read more middle grade. Maybe I should do like a reading vlog where I read middle grade. That could be cool. But yeah, so that is the final book. So this is super exciting. I'm so thankful, and I'm so excited to add these these to my TBR and my collection, so thank you so much to Penguin Random House. So now I'm just going to get cozy and read Blood Heir. Okay, jokes. Before I start reading Blood Heir, I'm going to listen to more of Anna K while playing some Animal Crossing. Okay, so I ended up just playing Animal Crossing and finishing the audiobook, and I really liked it, especially the ending. It's actually like pretty romantic. Well, obviously it's like a love story. Yeah, I really liked it, and I really loved the author's note. So Jenny Lee just talked about, you know, how she came up with the idea to write this story, and I absolutely loved that author's note. I decided on a 3-star rating because I definitely really liked it, but I didn't like love it, you know. It was definitely a good book and I liked it, and I'm happy that I read it and everything. So yes, it's also going to be adapted into a TV show, so I'm very excited for that. I mean, honestly, maybe it might be 3.5. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it at 3 for now. I already updated my reading journal, so that is my first book read for my challenges, because Tokyo Ghoul wasn't actually for any of these challenges. So I finished my first challenge, which was to read any book by an Asian author. So I'm very happy, and Callan is coming soon, so we're obviously gonna have dinner and watch Tokyo Ghoul. So a bit nervous about how much I'm gonna read of Blood Heir tonight. I'm not gonna have the goal of 100 pages anymore, just because I know we're gonna be sucked into Tokyo Ghoul, which, by the way, I think I said it was 12 episodes, but there are actually 2 seasons. There are 2 seasons of 12 episodes, so obviously 24 episodes. Maths. Anyway, hopefully I'll read some of Blood Heir tonight. Maybe I'll have the goal of 10 pages, just, you know, keep it small so it can be possible. Okay, so it's the next night, and I'm still absolutely loving it, but like, I don't think it's that 5-star feeling at the moment. Obviously it could change. I'm still like only near the beginning, you know. I was really obsessed with the beginning. My interest is slightly tapering. Like, I'm still like definitely invested, but it's not getting that same 5-star feeling at the moment. But that could just be the part in the story that I'm at. I think I just need more action to happen. It's a bit slow at the moment, but I'm still loving it. And I realized that one of my favorite things in stories is when there's a friendship between an older girl and a younger girl. So like in Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn and I can't remember that girl's name, but you know, that friendship was just everything. And then also in That's So Raven, Big Sis, wait, what's it called? Big Sis and My Little Sis or something. Raven was really into I think Sydney. They had a really classic friendship. So I realized that's one of my favorite things, and there is that dynamic going on in this story between Anna and May. So really love that. And there's some good banter happening between the main character Anna and Ramson, who is the main male character, and you know, I'm predicting there's going to be a romance between them, which I won't hate, but I'm not really wanting them to be together at the moment. But you know, if there's some good development, then I'll be here for it, you know. So I actually realized I need to change the audiobook for Blood Heir, because I'm starting to get a bit stressed, because I am moving out most likely within like 3 to 4 weeks. So I don't want to like leave the packing to the last minute, so I want to start packing now. So I have done a little bit of packing, but I definitely have a lot to do. So I think tomorrow I'm going to spend like most of the day packing. So obviously I want to have an audiobook and I want to get this done this week. So I think I'm going to switch to the audiobook for this, even though I would prefer to physically read it, because when it comes to fantasy I usually like to physically read the book. I'm going to still try to keep up with my annotations and stuff. Speaking of annotating, I'm planning to do an updated annotation video. Planning to film that next week actually, but anyway. So now I have a little bit of time before dinner, so I'm actually going to listen to my audiobook while colouring in these pages. Now you might be asking, what are these pages? Come in, come right in. So I have the creator of these colouring pages right here for an exclusive interview. So why are you remaining anonymous?
Because I look disgusting.
Okay, so Penny doesn't want to be shown at the moment. This is my sister if you don't know. She has started an art Instagram. So tell us about what made you want to make these colouring pages.
You know, I feel like everyone loves to colour and everyone likes Animal Crossing, so you get the best of both worlds, and you know, I've been loving everyone's support. so thought it'd be fun to give everyone
some free
some
printable colouring pages.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to colour in some pages together right now. So yeah, if you want to download these, you can go to Penny's art Instagram, which is
Art with Penelope.
If you want to download these, the link will be in her bio on her Instagram. So yes, how cool. So I'm going to make this clip kind of quick because I do need to start making dinner. But yeah, so it is Saturday night and I did do a little bit of packing, but not really. Like, I spent most of the day playing Animal Crossing and listening to my audiobook and preparing for Mother's Day and stuff because that is tomorrow. And honestly, I've been feeling a bit stressed. I just set this goal to finish Blood Air this week and I just can't. I just don't think I'm going to finish it this weekend. So I got up to page 256, so I am over halfway through now. And it's definitely still kind of slow, like things are definitely happening. And I'm definitely still loving it, but like I don't think it's going to be 5 stars unless like the ending is just like incredible or something. But I think it's definitely going to be a 4-star book. Well, that's what it's sitting at right now. I just loved the beginning so much and I think my expectations were too high from that really strong start. So it's definitely still a really good story, but it's not like as good as I thought it was going to be, which makes it sound like it's bad. It's definitely still really good, but it's just not like wow. But like the writing is just so good. I really do love these characters and they're really complex and they're not just like the typical YA characters, but I just want to see like more of like the blood magic, which we have been seeing, but I just want more. I don't know, I just really love it. I think another thing is I really love Anna as a character, but we also read from Ramsden's perspective and he's definitely interesting, but like I prefer to read from Anna's perspective. So you know, that's just like the classic thing that happens in fantasy sometimes. Sometimes you're just not into one perspective as much as the other perspective. So yeah, I am planning to read more, but I definitely don't think I'm going to finish it, especially because tomorrow I'm not planning to read much because I just want to have a chilled out day with the family and stuff. Also, I just want to remind anyone who's feeling stressed and anxious and stuff that this self-isolation is definitely not a productivity contest, and obviously being self-isolated can really affect your mental health and everything. So I hope that you're all being kind to yourself and letting yourself feel your emotions and don't feel pressured to be constantly being productive and all these things. So yes, I really hope you're all okay. I know obviously it's a stressful time, but yes, so I'm gonna make dinner now. I'm making lamb sum, my absolute favorite, and hopefully talk to you soon. So I know I said I wasn't going to do much reading today, but I did decide to pick up Smoke and Shadow. So this is one of the Avatar comics. So these are set after the TV show, and I actually just finished my rewatch of the show this morning. So good. I say every episode in season 3 just makes me cry, but anyway, so I finished my rewatch this morning. So I was obviously just in the biggest Avatar mood, and I was sad that my rewatch was over because I've been slowly rewatching it since like the end of last year. So I decided to pick up the next comic that I was up to. So after this, I think I have 2 more to catch up on. Yeah, I just love these comics so much. So yeah, but I don't think I'm really gonna be reading much more today. So I finished Smoke and Shadow, and this was stunning. This was so freaking good. These comics are definitely amazing, but the last one that I read wasn't like the best. Like, it was good, it was just a little bit boring, like not much really happened. But this was on a whole new level. Like, this was literally like on the same level as the show. So good. I gasped out loud so many times while reading this, and also loved, like, this is definitely one of my favorites. This and The Search are definitely my favorites so far. I can't really say any of my thoughts because like they're all spoilery. It's just so hard to talk about these comics because they are set after the show, so like there's just so many spoilers. But wow, loved it. I just really loved the plot. I loved how we get to know more about the world. Obviously all the comics let you get to know the worlds better and stuff like that, and obviously we continue to see character development and stuff. So, and one of my favorite characters returned in this. So anyway, it was just so good. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to read this, but I'm happy I did. And I probably will read North and South, which is the next comic this month. Okay, so I'm going to end the vlog here. It's Sunday night, so I'm not going to do any more reading. And I don't think I updated you, but I didn't really listen to any more of my audiobooks. So I'm still on page 256. So I'll definitely finish this month, and I'm feeling confident that I'll be able to finish all the books in my TBR. But yeah, I'm probably going to finish this, you know, within the next 2 weeks. I'm planning to read Skyward next week. So I don't know if I mentioned I'm not going to be vlogging next week because I'm filming my Patreon vlog for Skyward. So yes. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget you can click the link in my description to get 2 free months of the premium membership for Skillshare. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good day or night, and I'll see you in my next video.